From having little to no idea on nail artistry as a whole, from structure to design, to currently being able to give my clients the very best of nail artistry from structure to design, one thing I can confidently say is that learning nails can be a very daunting process. And if care is not taken and you're not doing the very right things and taking the right steps, you might end up making a whole lot of mistakes that would cost you a whole lot more to correct in the future. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that would help you in your nail journey as a beginner nail tech or someone who is interested in learning how to do nails and you're just wondering, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? This video is for you. So number one, guys, where you trade actually matters a lot. It matters a whole lot to the foundation of your career. I have a lot of people who come to me and they tell me that they want to do an upgrade class. And one thing about me is if you tell me that you want to do an upgrade class, I always like to do a little bit of a test to see just where you stand, even with the upgrade that you want to do. And for more times than I can actually count, I often have to refer many of them back to foundational classes that includes how to file, how to pick up a bead, the difference between EMA and MMA. And I'm like, did you say you had an initial training? And yes, they did. But then there's just such gap between what they should know and what they actually know, and that is just terrifying. So free advice that I'll give to you is you need to be very careful where you want to train. You want to make sure that you pick a very good place, and the truth is many good places where you can train in are quite expensive. They are quite expensive. Because think about it, you want to gain knowledge, you want to gain the proper knowledge. It's definitely not going to come for cheap. You have to invest in yourself. Now, it's very possible that you may not be able to afford a one-on-one class with a tutor, and that is fine. What you can actually do is start your foundation with social media, YouTube, especially because it is filled with a lot of free classes that can actually set you on the right path. All you have to do is you need to do your research, make sure that you're actually learning from a platform that is actually giving you very good information. So number two is don't be distracted by nail art. I love nail art. Nail art is beautiful when you're mixing colors together, when you're using different tools to achieve a beautiful design, when you're painting and it's going well. But when you're learning, it's not all about art. Sometimes you find out that you have to just put the art aside and actually learn the very basics first. If all you do is concentrate on the art and forget about the structure of the nails, then you're really just wasting your time, because good art with very poor structure is still a very poor nail set at the end of the day. So as you begin your journey, I'll tell you, nail art is not the priority. Your priority is the foundation and the structure of the nails. Your nail art needs a very solid foundation to shine through. So just be true to yourself, learn the foundation, and then the nail art is just going to be the added cherry on top of the cake. When you start your training, don't be overconsumed by what you watch on social media. The tips, the tricks, the hacks, everything is still going to be in existence, but you don't want to totally submerge yourself in all of that, because it is going to be very detrimental to your learning process, especially if you're one of those that when your educator is teaching you, you're busy interjecting and saying, oh, but I watched this on this person's page, but I watched that on that person's page. How do you expect to learn if that is what you keep on doing? What you learn is supposed to help you, but that only happens when you have a solid foundation to begin with, because most times when we watch these videos and you don't have the right foundation, you don't even understand what is going on in the first place, you're just going to be leading yourself into a lot of confusion. And at the end of the day, that just harms your learning process. So be patient and learn. Actually, listen to what your educator is teaching you, because they have been trained. They know what is up, they know what is happening. As long as you've done your research and you've selected a good educator, you're in the right hands. So do not worry about what XYZ, including me, is saying on all of those tips and tricks that we post online. As important as they are, it is not that much important for you as a beginner. Just focus on what you actually need to learn and pace yourself out. If you've been thinking that learning nails is actually very magical and it's very simple, I'm sorry to bust your bubble. It is not. You have to put in the work, and it takes a whole lot of time for you to be very, very good. And what will help you is practice. You have to keep constantly practicing. I honestly cannot count the amount of times where people come into my DMs and ask me for training. And the next question is, how long will it take me to be as good as you? Would I be able to do designs the way you do designs in 1 month? No, baby. It is definitely not possible, especially if you had no idea about doing nails at all. It takes a lot of time for you to understand the nitty gritty, to put everything together, and to be able to actually, come up with amazing sets for people. But just because you don't have the knowledge now, and because it is seeming like a very daunting process, does not mean that it is not possible. When you're training, the sole responsibility your tutor has to offer you is teaching you properly, just so that you'll be able to have the proper guidelines, technical, theoretical, and practical knowledge that is going to help you have a smooth journey. Now, your own responsibility is to make sure that you're actually putting in the work and practicing. You owe that responsibility to yourself and to your tutor. You spent a lot of money to train, so you owe yourself practice. You have to practice, and that is the only way you're going to be seeing results in any way. And the fastest way to become the best is to actually put in the work. You actually have to work. Your mindset when you're practicing actually matters. So I would advise not to practice haphazardly, but put in deliberate active practice so that you can hone your crafts to the best that it can be. All right, guys, very quickly take a deep breath in and out. Yes, I want you to breathe. There is no pressure. Yes, you're learning. Yes, you want to be the best, but allow yourself to learn the proper way. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Actually enjoy the journey to becoming a full fledged nail tech. Don't be in a haste. Do not compare yourself to anybody, because everybody is unique in their own ways and everybody learns in different ways. So to the slow learners especially, let me just bust your brain and tell you that many of the nail techs I've seen that are really, really good actually were slow learners. And they, at the time that they were learning and starting off, didn't think they were going to be as good as they currently are and would get better as they are getting better. So take that to heart and just don't put any pressure on yourself. Just try and learn and do the best that you can do with constant practice. I swear to you, you are going to be seeing the results. All right, so that is it from me. I wish you all the best in your nail tech journey. It is going to be a very amazing one for you. From being able to take care of your clients' natural nails to doing just sets that are very durable and long lasting and doing amazing designs, you are going to be the best. I'll be seeing you very soon on another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And of course, don't forget to drop your comments. I'll be looking forward to them. Take care of yourself. Bye.